Hey, how you doing, Mind Satters? We got something deep tonight. Um, I was just sitting back thinking, music, songs, and bands and stuff like that, and doing some top 10 lists on some different stuff. And I saw one of these songs that was listed as one of the top 10 guitar solos at of all time. And I heard the name in the past, but I wasn't familiar with the song. Never heard it before. So I'm gonna do a first time reaction to a song that all of y'all, if you don't know it, you need to look it up. I'm gonna go over it with you, but you need to take a special journey by yourself and listen to this song. It's called Maggot Brain by a group called Parliament-Funkadelic. And they got a guitar player. Well, he's passed away now, but his name was Eddie Hazel. And I think the other guy was Mike Hampton. But on this particular song, the original song, because you can find them doing this song live when both of them are playing solos on and whatnot. But when you go back and listen to the original Maggot Brain, man, you talking about, you remember Prince and his Purple Rain solo and different people like that. You cannot be a music listener, especially if you like guitar, especially if you like rock and roll, especially if you like blues and things like that. You gotta know this song if you haven't heard it before. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it before we go through it, because it's a journey. It's not just a song. You gotta pack your bags for this particular song. The name of the song is Maggot Brain. Parliament-Funkadelic, they was all about craziness. They had George Clinton out front and doing those things. And I always thought those, I was thinking they were in the category of like R&B and funk and stuff like that, which they did do, but they were really rock and roll, early rock and roll. It was released in 1971 as the title track of Funkadelic's album, Maggot Brain. And it stands as a pinnacle of sonic experimentation, emotional expression, and boundary-pushing creativities. The title, Maggot Brain, was inspired by George Clinton's request to his player to imagine playing a guitar solo as if he heard that his mother had died and then learned that it wasn't true. That's crazy, man. But when you hear the song, you'll know what they're talking about. What emerged from Eddie Hazel's fingers was a soul-stirring 10-minute long guitar solo that defies any categorization. Now, I'm going to break the song up, so you're going to have to stay with me on this journey. Now, those that don't necessarily like rock or guitar, listen as long as you can. Those who are into this type of music, it's mandatory you stay for the whole journey. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they have this listed as one of the best solos ever done when you think about everything surrounding it. And I'm going to show some pictures of them doing it live, but nothing's going to beat the original song that was done in 1971. And it's going to be best heard if you have earphones, because they got a lot of stuff going from left to right in your headset, and you want to definitely not miss that. But you'll be able to catch it if you don't have your headphones on. But all I can tell you is I had never heard the whole song, but I heard about it back in the 70s when I was a kid, Maggot Brain. But I was like, man, I was too young. I didn't care nothing about all that stuff. But now I put it on for about 5 or 10 seconds, and I was like, hold on, I don't want to hear this song by myself. So I said, I'm gonna bring it to a video. George Clinton has always got some crazy stuff to say, and he's gonna say some stuff at the top. But remember, from what I'm seeing, George Clinton is basically talking about the meaning of life, how life is basically sucks the life out of you and leave you with maggot brain, something to that effect. But you figure it out, you listen to it, and you decide what it is. Man, let's go.
Mother Earth is pregnant for the third time, for y'all have knocked her up. I have tasted the maggots in the mind of the universe. I was not offended, for I knew I had to rise above it all or drown in my own shit.
Keep it real. Now, this is where I heard. So now it's going to start out slow, but I promise you it's going to give you what I'm talking about. So be patient or come back to this, but you got to hear the whole thing. Man, man, that's all I can say. I know, I thought them boys were all about funk. These boys are going off on the song. Eddie Hazel. Now, on the live version, they got the drums in there and the other stuff that's going on, but this is like the raw of it. But I hope you got headsets on. If you don't, I don't know what it's going to sound like without it. But if you got the headsets on, it, man, it's creating a whole ethereal world going on in there. You know what I mean? But man, you got to stay with me if you like this stuff because, like I said, the song is not short, but it definitely pays off. Yeah, that guitar smoking. Hmm. Hmm. I had to cut in there. But, you know, Eddie Hazel is the maestro behind the Maggot Brain solo. It channels raw emotion through his instrument, delivering a performance that speaks volumes without even uttering a single word. His guitar cries, wails, and soars, creating an auditory canvas that resonates deep within our souls. Now, I don't know if this is for everybody, but I'm telling you, if you take this song and you can hear, I don't know how well you can hear it from your point of view, but if you put some headsets on and you listen to this song is on another level, man. You're talking about Purple Rain and all that different stuff. There's no drums in this one. Now they have a version that have the drum and the band and stuff like that. You know, is even wilder. But this is just raw. This is the original song, Maggot Brain, and this boy is going off, man. That creeped me out. Mm, 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 mm. So it says that Maggot Brain is more than just a guitar solo. It encapsulates the Afro-futuristic spirit of Parliament-Funkadelic, a collective that blurred the lines between funk, rock, and psychedelia, and social commentary, which pretty much in that song, you got it all. The song's inclusion on the album was a bold statement that challenged musical conventions and transcended genres. As a centerpiece of the album, Maggot Brain showcases the artistic freedom and experimental ethos that define Parliament-Funkadelic's approach to music making. Now, their live performances of the song became legendary, often extending well beyond the recorded version, allowing the band to explore new dimensions with each rendition. You got to go check this out. You got to, check out the whole video. Check them out live. I only have bits and pieces, and I'm cutting the song up, but you got to hear it. Hold on one second. I want to see something. Hold on. Yeah. I just kind of want to see what he's doing because the music is pretty simple. So, yeah, minor. Yeah, something like that. I can't reach around here, but like E minor and D. Just that simple. All they did is arpeggios on that right there, and he just ran a solo out of this world in E minor. But anyway, that is considered one of the best guitar solos ever. At least in the top 15. Um, I would say at least in the top 10. When you, especially at the time, that's 1971. Like I said, by the time some of these guys coming into the 80s, mid 70s, late 80s, by that time they had heard all this, Maggot Brain and Jimi Hendrix and all that. So they, a lot of the solos that you were hearing was based on stuff that these people did. But these are some of the original solos, man. You got to know something about Maggot Brain. I see that right now. I had heard about it and listened to that right there. You got to know something about Maggot Brain. So anyway, I appreciate y'all from checking out the channel. And sometimes this will get a little long-winded, but there's a purpose behind it. It's just to educate myself and help educate you. And we discuss it and debate or whatever we want to do about it. But it's all about music and understanding what the draw is. So y'all come back to the Music Mindset channel, and I'll see you then.